Hey there all, wow, weather here for liveweatherblogs.com. It is Wednesday afternoon, coming up on 3 o'clock, and here's your local radar, or actually the radar for the United States. Um, Center of high pressure, that very hot high pressure right about in here. You see the flow around it, and you have the ring of fire, if you would. Lots of showers and thunderstorms. You're out in the Four Corners area. You're out here in Arizona, Rob Guarino country. Thunderstorms are already starting to develop. There's going to be heavy rain out here. Look out for the dry washes, flooding quite possible. So seek higher ground if you're in those lower lying areas. A lot of yesterday, a lot of activity out here in this um, moisture, if you would, is going to be moving off to the northeast. This up here um, is associated with a very potent low pressure going up and over the top of the ridge here. This area here will eventually start dropping off to the southeast, and whether you're in New York, southeastern Canada, Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, even down into the big cities tomorrow, down to Washington, Baltimore, New York, you have to be on the lookout for some quite damaging thunderstorms tomorrow, and we're going to take a look at that in a moment. This energy will be coming up and over top of the ridge and will be slamming southeastward starting tomorrow. With that said, let's go ahead and look at the Storm Prediction Center for tomorrow. And categorical, we are looking at a slight risk of severe weather for all the big cities. New York City, you're in the moderate risk. In Pittsburgh, you're in the moderate risk. Cincinnati, down to Columbus, Ohio, down in the moderate risk. Everywhere else, slight risk. But in this corridor, where there's a moderate risk of severe weather, the probabilistic probabilities for severe weather are quite high, 45%. You don't see this very often. And with this said, obviously there's going to be a strong jet stream. You got the powerful energy going up and over the top of the ridge. And you got a strong jet stream flying down here. This area here tomorrow afternoon is really going to have to be watched for some thunderstorms that could be quite damaging, with winds in excess of 80 miles per hour, large hail, and there is also that possibility of an isolated tornado. But in this situation, we're really going to have to take a look at this. Is a very large area. We'll have to pinpoint exactly where it's going to be. I think it's probably going to be somewhere in here in New York State. We're really going to have to watch out later on, very late tonight into tomorrow afternoon. And then these storms will continue to move southeastward, so this moderate risk will eventually slide southeastward in time. So you're in Pennsylvania, Ohio, New York State, including the cities of New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Washington, Pittsburgh, State College, Cincinnati, and Columbus. We really need to be on the outlook for severe weather tomorrow. It looks like a very good possibility. Here is an analysis. This is a simulated radar of the NAM, and very nicely you can see the NAMs picking up on this line of thunderstorms here. You'll see that this, we'll see if this comes to fruition or not, but that's a very large area of very heavy rain and thunderstorms, and some of these very heavy rain and thunderstorms, especially this part of the line here, will be blasting off to the east. There could be quite damaging winds with this, so you really have to take a look and keep tuned to liveweatherblogs.com. There most likely will be severe weather watches and warnings tomorrow up and down the East Coast, from New York City, Baltimore, Washington, Philadelphia, back to Pittsburgh, and then into Cincinnati, Ohio, earlier in the day for Detroit. If you have any loved ones up there in Ontario and southeastern southeastern part of Canada, be on the lookout, as this area here will become rejuvenated, as a strong low pressure with a jet stream aloft can cause quite a bit of severe weather here in the eastern Great Lakes later on this afternoon into tonight, and especially toward 11 and 12 o'clock tonight. So be on the lookout for that. Other things going on, let's go to, this is from AccuWeather.com, their satellite. Been tracking this little critter here in the Gulf of Mexico. I have not forgotten about it, and here it is this afternoon, and there's quite a blow-up of showers and thunderstorms. The question is there anything really organized here? But we'll just have to wait and see. We're keep an eye on this. It's not really been picked up by the models as of yet, but there was a really good circulation down here about 2 days ago. Keep an eye on this. Take a look at this, what it looks like on hamweather.com. And here's hamweather.com. You just keep your eyes focused here in the eastern Gulf of Mexico and watch the big blow up. Here it begins, there it begins, And there it is. So we'll just have to keep an eye and keep monitoring the eastern Gulf of Mexico here for the possibility of some development. If it is to develop, it will be slow, but this area here has been persisting here for now 2 days. So really going to take a look at it. Here's another shot of it on the visible satellite. Look at those big high thunderstorm tops. You get an idea though. You can see the flow here kind of coming into it. In time, there's probably going to be an awful lot of shear, so we'll see what happens. But there was a circulation down here the last 2 days. We'll keep an eye on this. Right now, it seems to be drifting off to the west-northwest, and that will probably be the deal in time. Just keep an eye, folks. Tomorrow is the big deal, though. Tomorrow, the severe weather will be on the march. So if you're in the Mid-Atlantic, northeastern states, the Ohio Valley, eastern Ohio Valley, be on the lookout for some damaging storms tomorrow. This is Live Weather Blog's Wild Weather. Have a great afternoon.